first thing Ivan Lendl did after Alex Zverev beat Roger Federer amid a cacophony of boos was to give him a firm ticking off for apologizing to the crowd for upsetting them. The 21-year-old German, latest coaching project of the gnarled Czech, came up with the perfect response when produced a remarkably authoritative display to see off Novak Djokovic and win the Nitto ATP Finals at a packed O2 Arena. By winning 6-4, 6-3 in just 79 minutes, he became only the fourth player to beat Federer and Djokovic back-to-back in the semi-finals of a tournament, the others being Rafael Nadal, Murray and David Nalbandian. There was no childish catcalling from the crowd this time, just appreciation of a new star who has never showed his best in London, a fourth round being his best show at Wimbledon. Lendl was brought in late on this summer specifically to improve his performances at the Grand Slams, which have yet to see him reach a semi-final. In the same fashion that he was first hired by Murray, the dividend is surely going to come swiftly, and the payoff coming as soon as this week against the world's top 8 players was certainly a tale of the unexpected. Already Lendl looks to have instilled belief in what was supposed his weaker forehand side, and there was a look of shock on Djokovic's face at the relentless depth of shot coming back at him. At the presentation afterwards, this young man with flowing locks from Hamburg, he looks like a slightly rangier version of Bjorn Borg, banged on like an Oscar winner, his verbal diarrhea albeit very un-Borg-like. But why not? Handsome, talented, sometimes prickly but with a sense of humor. He is what the game needs as it faces up to the impending departure of stars like Federer and Nadal. Even though we had a bit of a moment yesterday, I still appreciate each and every one coming out here and supporting me, he told the crowd. Of the booing incident after the Federer match, he said, "The crowd reaction wasn't too good to me. I was a little bit sad because as tennis player we take this kind of stuff personally. Tonight I just wanted to enjoy being out there." He looks a potential successor to Steffi Graf and Boris Becker as a great German tennis player, probably with more potential than Wimbledon champion Angelique Kerber, and is the first from his country to have won this regular season and event since Becker in 1995. He is also the first 21-year-old winner since Djokovic in 2008, and we all know what happened after that for the Serb, becoming part of the great triumvirate. "There's a lot of similarities in terms of trajectory in terms of our careers," observed Djokovic later. "Hopefully he can surpass me. He seems like someone who is very dedicated. He's a really nice person. He deserves everything he gets. There's a lot of time ahead of him." There was never any danger of Zverev getting any hostile treatment this evening, there being no great love here for Djokovic and the British love of the underdog only being subsumed when it comes to the blessed Federer. Indeed, it was not too long before the world #1 had that "Why don't they love me more?" look about him as the German did not buckle. The Djokovic serve had been impregnable all week, with barely a sniff of it getting broken, but finally Zverev made the pressure tell at 4-4 when the quality of his returning drew a forehand error from the clearly rattled Djokovic. You could tell he was unnerved by the sheer amount of times he was starting to bounce the ball before serving it, but the German refused to be off-point. He served the set out crisply with 3 aces, taking his first serve percentage to 88 for the opener. Djokovic had been intimidatingly consistent early in the match, but now the unforced errors were coming. Although it was a blinding forehand that gave the German the break in the first game of the second set, only then did he appear to get ahead of himself, playing a loose game to gift it back, but he immediately got ahead again, partly helped by a dreadful attempted backhand drop shot from the Serb that landed limply in the net. The Djokovic fight back never came, and he was broken for a 4th time at the end of the match to miss out on what would have been a 5th ATP Finals title. He will end the year #1 with Nadal 2 and Federer at 3. It is an over-familiar lineup, but after this there really could be some change in 2019.